Alright, this is to show that I'm going to go ahead and switch out a third harness. GoPro sent me a third harness. Right now, the problem is that it's not following procedure on the screensaver mode, causing the GoPro 5 LCD to stay black, or to stay on the full time while it's in the grip, which is causing a lot of heat and battery drainage problems. It worked in the beginning, and now all of a sudden it didn't. Just to back up a little bit, this grip and this GoPro 5 was bought either at the end of May or beginning of April, and within 2 months, after about 3 or 4 filmings, the LCD started to stay on. It was working fine when I first got it, and then the LCD screensaver wouldn't ever turn off. So now I'm at the point where I started contacting support back in June, and what is this now? This is August 23rd. So we're almost 3 months into this. Several dozen emails, phone calls that take over 2 hours on hold just to get a body, and another couple of hours to get to the right person, if I even ever do. So I've been playing the game with them. I'm continuing to play the game as they speak. They sent me a harness at first. I swapped it out. That didn't work. They sent me a new gimbal, which this one is. This is not the original gimbal. They sent me a new gimbal and with a new harness, and that didn't work. And now their response to the problem is they're going to send me yet a third harness to swap out. So I'm going to go ahead and swap that out for them on this video so that they can see that it's actually, I did actually swap it out. I'm not just blowing smoke up their butt. And chances are this isn't going to work, especially if you're watching this. So just to show you around a little bit, I'm kind of a bike guy. I'm pretty handy with a set of tools. I'm also a big GoPro fan. As you can see, I've got one of their large banners up on the wall in my shop. So I'm not just your average Joe who doesn't really know what he's doing. I do got a clue. I'm also a filmmaker, professional photographer. I've been shooting videos and photos for 2+ decades, photos for almost 3. So when it comes to the video and photography side of things, yeah, I'm pretty good there too. So we're going to go ahead and just swap this out. I'm going to run a dry run test so that you can see right out the gate that it's not what the problem is, and that it's currently not working. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and take the extra cable off. Come on. I hate the way these things, there it goes, twist. So let's get that off. Let's get that locked down. Let's go ahead and open this up. Go ahead and get it mounted. So just so that you can see, so we'll go into settings. We'll go to screensaver, and as you can see right there, the screensaver is set to 1 minute. And it does work when the camera is not in the gimbal. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Go ahead and plug it in, and herein lies where the problem fails. As soon as it gets plugged in, from this point forward, it thinks it's set to USB, which it is, and it thinks that, get that locked in there. Let's go ahead and turn this around. It thinks because it's on USB for whatever reason it doesn't need to go into screensaver mode. So let's go ahead and fire this up. Alright, now it says it's connected via USB. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, at the settings. So as you can see, it's changed back. It's changed to never. For whatever reason, it shouldn't be doing that. It should still say 1 minute. But if I change never to 1 minute, see, I'm changing it to 1 minute. Okay, now it's set to 1 minute. So the screensaver should kick in after 1 minute. So let's see what that does. Okay, there's the 1 minute mark. It should have kicked in by now. But we're just going to let it run for a few more seconds just so that you can see it's not kicking in. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn it off, and we're going to swap it out for the new harness that they sent and see if that'll work. And we're even going to use the little screwdriver that they provided. So that one comes off, the new one goes on. Okay, now we got the new one on. Let's just take a quick look at the GoPro and see how it's set. Oh, that's great. Now it doesn't want to do anything. Well, we'll just pull the battery out. It's never done that before, but can't never tell nowadays. Alright, let's fire this boy back up. See what it does this time. There we go. Okay, preferences. Okay, as you saw earlier, it's set to never. Now it's back. It's still set at 1. So we changed it while I was in the gimbal. If we hadn't changed it, it would be back to never here. but we're going to go ahead and leave it at 1. And just for verification purposes, before we actually put it in the gimbal, let's do a test and see how long that's going to stay on. So we'll just let that run down there. Okay, it hit its 1 minute mark. The LCD screen did turn itself off like it's supposed to, so we know that at least that part's working. So if we touch it, it'll come back on, so we know that's good to go. So let's go ahead and turn this off. Let's put it back into the gimbal and see what it's going to do from there. So we have it back in the gimbal now. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay, we got our USB connected. And we'll go ahead and let it run. And I'm going to go ahead and edit this video. I'm not going to do any cuts so that you'll know that I didn't add anything funky in here, but I will speed up these sections where we're waiting for a minute for it to do its thing. And it did not turn itself off. Gee, are we surprised? So I'm not exactly sure where to go from here. I'm going to be sending this back to GoPro, obviously, but I have to find out. We have to get this resolved, because you can't have this on like this while you're using it, because it just sucks the life right out of the battery life, right out of the gimbal, and it does stay pretty hot. The whole idea of a screensaver is because you don't want it on for that long. Once you've got your settings and you're up and running, you're good to go. So that's it for this video for right now, and we'll see how GoPro is going to handle this one.